Hello, it's been a long time since I've done this. I hope that you are all doing really well, that you have been since I last spoke to you. Yeah, it's been quite a while and a lot of things have changed um, since we last chatted. You can see my surroundings are very different. I finally got my cottage in the countryside. I manifested the crap out of that, and we moved in like the end of last year, and it's just been absolutely wonderful. We live in the west of Scotland now, so um, it's just it's beautiful, and we're so happy living here. We've got a garden, we've got a veg garden. Um, yeah, it's just absolutely amazing. So um, everything is so much better than the last time we spoke. I had thought of different things that I could talk about, and now everything has gone out of my head because I didn't make a list. Obviously, the biggest one was that we moved, so that's so wonderful, and you can see we live in a very old farmhouse. It's don't actually there's no actual known date, but it goes back to like 1700s, so kind of maybe like late 18th century, mid to late 18th century. So it's pretty old. Um, Behind me here, you can see that I'm trying to grow my second batch of um, sweet peas. My first batch got absolutely mauled by slugs. I had grown them from seed. My mum sent me seeds, and I grew them from seed, and they were doing so good. And then I put them out, and then they were just like essence of sweet pea. They're just completely destroyed. I have so many vegetables growing in the garden, and it's really exciting. And not today, but maybe another day, I'll show you what I've got growing. Um, I was out weeding today because with the insane sunshine we've had over the last month or so, and then topped with all of the rain, the growth has been like astronomical. So the weeds have also grown, and there's so many and so many that I can't even see the growth of what I've planted. So I was out doing that today and kind of got halfway. I don't know if you're even interested in plant life, but behind you, behind the camera, I have three very large tomato plants um, that I was gifted by my landlord. He also gifted me some potatoes, so I have like lots of potatoes growing. Yeah, so it's so wonderful. So I've got all this new responsibility, like I didn't have enough already. But it's just amazing. A few days ago, my son's grandmother, so my mother, bought him a playhouse with like a slide. You know, it's just one of those small wooden playhouses that you like walk up to, and then there's a slide. Um, so that's been up, and he's been absolutely loving that. So that's been really nice to have that in the garden for him to do something because we still don't drive, and we live in the countryside, and it's quite a distance to the nearest place. So um, it's good to have that there. So when I'm busy digging, he can play on that. So that's really good. Yeah, my hair is like down to my bum now. It's so long. It's a pain in my bum, but also I've wanted this for so long. Like this is the longest I've ever had it in my life. Yeah, it's really long. I normally have it in like a braid, like a plait, most of the time. What else? Another big thing is that I have become self-employed again since taking a really long break after leaving my last job and having my son. Um, we just need the extra income just like everybody else. So yeah, so I've been working on that for quite a few months, and it's still very much rough around the edges, I guess, but my website is live, so that's something. But I've had one of those things. If you've been with me for many years, you will know that I jump from one creative endeavor to another, and I think I have to come to the terms with I like I don't like labels, but I have very strong ADHD tendencies, and I think I'm not gonna self-diagnose, but it's too much not to. So I have started this. I put it live like a month or so ago, and now I don't want to do it anymore. It's not that I don't want to do it. It's just that I was using like it's illustration, obviously, so I was using that. That's like my safety. It's the fallback that I can always go to, and I do enjoy doing it. I bought an iPad, so that I could do digital illustration like on the go, and actually I really enjoy doing that. I use Procreate, and I really enjoy that. But the process of illustration after it's finished for me is just really underwhelming, and it's not like I get so much more like gratification from making things physically with my hands. And yeah, so I'm going down a different route, but I'm still going to have everything that I've already done because I've put months of work into it. So yeah, so I could probably show you the website, I guess, and you can let me know what you think of it if you want to go on and have a look. Um, but yeah, I got an iPad, and I never ever thought I would get an Apple product, but I gave in because I really wanted to use Procreate, and I kind of haven't looked back. I still don't like Apple, but I got this refurbished. I didn't buy a new one because who has money for that? And I think it's from 2021, or was it 22? It's like it's at least 2 years old. But I got a fairly good deal on it. I have some stickers on the back. And my beautiful Starry Night cover. I couldn't resist. Yeah, so I guess I could show you the website, but I'll show you that after. I really missed making videos, and like even though my subscriber count, I was looking back at it, and it's not really changed for the duration that I've had my channel. Like once it got to like 5,000, and it's kind of fluctuated like within 100 to 200 over that. But when I look at the graph, it's like it's fluctuated very little in the 10 years or whatever that I've done these videos. So I just kind of like hit a point and just became stagnant for years, which was fine because I still obviously enjoyed it enough to keep making them. But I don't know, like like I said, I missed it, and really just wanted to kind of get back into it, just as a different creative outlet, whenever I have the time. I tried to hook up my mic as well, and I just use Audacity for a recorder on my laptop, which is dying now because it's a 10 year, no, it's like 11 or 12 years old. And I updated it, like I updated the Audacity program because there was an update, and now it doesn't work. So I'm using the audio that's built into my phone. Hopefully it's fine. I'll try and change the levels and stuff when I edit this. Hopefully it's okay. But in regards to the kind of content I'm going to make, I think I'm just going to keep it to what's in my means, and kind of related to what I'm doing, because I just think that's like an add-on, and it's not going to be like stressful and not going to turn into like a burden, because I don't want that to happen. I want this to be a nice thing and to kind of come back and do this. And I still think of all the people that would comment through the years, and all the regular names that you would see popping up, and it would be lovely if you were still there, because when you stay small as a channel, you become accustomed to all those names and usernames and all of that, and you create a connection with people. I didn't think that I would want to make videos again, but I guess it just kind of, sometimes you just need a really long break. And I think it's like a good time to do them again, because I'm really settled, like emotionally and spiritually, and like everything else probably not, because my life's just kind of it's a bit chaotic. It's like 90% calm and chilled out, but obviously like everyone else right now in most of the world, like financially it's chaotic, but that's just life, isn't it? So please let me know what you've been up to, and if you've had any big life changes. I would love to know, and you can send me a message privately if you want to. That's fine. I hadn't logged on to this channel for because I use YouTube all the time, but I have another one, and I hadn't logged on to this one for like so long, so it was kind of weird, like remembering all the subscriptions that I had, like to other people, because recently I started, because I'd stopped watching ASMR videos altogether, like actually probably a few years ago, but recently I started watching them again, and I think it was more nostalgia, because there's people that I just like watching, because I like to know what that they're okay, that they're like still happy in their life and still present. I don't know, but yeah, so it was weird to like log on and remember and go, oh god, yeah, like I haven't seen that person in ages or whatever. So yeah, it's interesting. There's probably going to be a lot of cuts in this video because I'm not used to this. But I don't know if you can hear the birds, but the birds are like so clear. The last like week or so, there's been a blue tit that's been constantly banging with its beak like on the window at the back and the front, because our bedroom, I say our bedroom, my son and I sleep in the same room. So we're like in the back of the building, and there's like a little courtyard kind of thing at the back, so there's like all these trees, and there's this blue tit that just keeps banging. And so I told my mom, and she looked up the meaning of that, and it came up with like an angel meaning. And then I looked up like their actual behavior, and some people were saying, well, not some people, but some of the things were that they like can see their reflection and think it's an intruder, so then they're like squaring off, or perhaps they can see in and see something that looks like food. There's definitely nothing that looks like food in the bedroom, so I don't know, but it was like coming to the front as well, and it's just, I don't know, so strange, but it's just amazing being here in the countryside, and it's so quiet. Like at nighttime, it's silent. We can hear planes overhead and stuff, but and like traffic in the distance, like very slightly in the distance, but like it's just so quiet and so peaceful. And because it's springtime, we've seen all the baby animals, and there's been like lambs in the field next door, and um, calves and young cows, like teenage cows, in another field, and it's been so lovely. And we've seen like I don't know if it was an eagle, but definitely a large bird of prey. We've seen that a few times, and it's just been wonderful. We live on the west coast, so we live near the beach, so that's amazing to be able to get to the beach like quite regularly. But yeah, it's we're just like really, really. I am really, really happy here. Um, the only thing that would make it better is that it was ours because we rent. But it's beautiful, and yeah, it's wonderful, and it's very creatively inspiring as well. Um, Another thing I've been doing is going down an ancestry search hunt expedition, um, and finding out a lot of information about my family tree. Um, so that's been really interesting. That's not something I'll go into because that's all personal, obviously. But it's very interesting and also very frustrating because it's very easy to get records wrong, names wrong, and then when you're looking at a time where everything was taken down, like it was just orally accepted and then written down, so there was no confirmations a lot of the time. So spellings of names could be wrong, and then that leads you on a completely different path. I don't know if any of you have gone down um, a genealogy route path, but it's like mind blowing. And when you start to put the pieces together, it's like finding out the mystery of your ancestry, of your life, of your ancestors. Like it's extremely gratifying, but the process can be tedious. And then when I started it, I completely understood why it could take years to get any answers. And I'm not going to like put my DNA, because that's no, you don't do that. I mean, it would obviously probably link up a lot faster, but no, it's fine. I'll keep my DNA to myself. But yeah, I've been putting a lot of hats on, and trying to do the whole slow living thing as well. I make my own butter now. That's something that I do. I make my own butter, and I've been trying to like bake a lot. My son is actually gluten intolerant or wheat intolerant, or I'm not sure, but he has a reaction every time he has wheat. So we've gone off the wheat for quite a bit now, and we've been getting gluten-free flour, and that seems to have done the trick. And it's been a lot of experimenting with that. I don't know if any of you are gluten-free and use gluten-free flours to bake or cook, but it's a trip within itself. So if you've got any recipes, also, he's very particular about what he eats. It's kind of hard to get him to eat a lot of stuff. So I do a lot of hidden things. So I make a lot of like scones, savoury scones. Americans call them biscuits, even though that's not a biscuit. Yeah, and I put like loads of veggies in there. And like if we're having a meat, then I try to put that, whatever. So I've been trying to do that and learn as I go along. But if you have any advice, I would appreciate it. But yeah, so that's kind of everything, I think. Yeah, I guess I'll just show you the website now if you're interested. If you're not, thank you for watching thus far. But yeah, I'll show you the website and then we can say goodbye. So please excuse my pajamas. It is after 8 o'clock, so I have gone to comfy mode. Oh, another thing actually is I could show you is my ring. I don't know if you remember if I ever said, I think I did. I lost my engagement ring quite a few years ago at our last place, and I got this replacement recently. Um, it's got a peridot in it for the month of August when I got married. Yeah, and it's just really dainty, and I love it. My husband got a replacement wedding ring because he lost his around the same time I lost mine, so his is just very simple. Um, but yeah, so this is my iPad and this beautiful cover. So this is my website. It's called, my business name is Nandi Makes, and yeah, so you can see this is the home page, and I've got new things that I upload will be here. So I've got prints and greeting cards. I've got digital downloads, which I might go back in and edit. I'm not sure. Yeah, so greeting card, prints, bookmarks. I've got some print on demand things, and like mugs. They're print on demand. I don't make them myself. Yeah, so there's quite a few things, and you can see the reflection. I'm in my sunroom. How fancy is that? But this is like my office. I would show you, but I have it's a bit messy, and I have my washing drying right there. So maybe next time. Yeah, so we can go to shop, and then say we go to stationery. I have yet to upload the stickers, but the bookmarks for those who read. So we've got some gnomes, and they oh, are in different colors, and then there's some zodiac ones. There's a Herkle one, and a floral one. There's a Cosmos, and then there's a Bumble and Flowers one. I have more, but I haven't updated them yet. And then let's see what else in the greeting cards. Or let's see, apparel. There's 2 options for bags. This is like a watercolor style bag. It's just a tote bag, so it's just like, it's digital. No, I lie. I did it traditionally with pens, and then I like digitized it. But I think it's a pretty cute little bag actually. I have other things to work on, so that's not it. And then there's Nature is Medicine backpack. That one's quite dear, so I don't know if that's ever going to sell. And then what else? Home and gifts. So earrings I haven't updated yet. Mouse pads. There's 1 mouse pad so far. My hair's noise. It's so long, I forget. So this is a cute mouse pad with the bees and flowers on it. But I have to do more because those things are print on demand. So like I said, I don't make those myself. They're made with an external manufacturer, and then they send them out as well. But that's it anyway. That's the website, and that is the address. And I've got some offers on as well, and you know, I'll leave a wee discount code down below if you want to buy. I mean, please don't feel any pressure. I'm just updating you on what I'm doing. But if you want to have a look, the digital downloads, these are scrapbook papers. We could use them for anything really. But they're 12 by 12 inches. So you could print it out as A4 or A3. It's up to yourself, but some digital notebook paper. But the thing with this is once you download it, then you can just keep printing them out. Yeah. And there's different greeting cards as well. So got a fair few up so far. So there's daffodils and a daisy. It's cosmos again, some botanical. Okay, some more daisies. These are daisies from my garden. Some gnomes. There's a gaelicon, or gaelke, grammar. Yeah, so just a few different ones. I have to do some more, but that's it. So thank you for staying with me if you've stayed this long, and I hope you've enjoyed looking at what I've made so far. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you stick around for future videos. There will actually be future videos this time because my mental health is like so much better. I hope that you're doing really well, and I'll see you really soon.